I'm not running a game. I'm rolling.
All right.
Toby Maguire.
Check it.
James Franco. Toby Maguire.
Check.
Toby Maguire. Kirsten Jackson. James Franco. James Topher. Gregson. Brothers. Jesus. Toby Maguire.
That's brilliant. All right.
Oh, dear God.
Favorite thing I say when I impersonate Frasier.
Yes.
Hey,
What?
Doc, my eyeballs turned purple last night. I don't know if that means anything. Nonsense, Cliff. Eyeballs can't turn purple. Oh, dear God!
Paul, those impersonations were so spot on. Those were like
and relevant 30 years ago.
Well,
and nice and relevant.
And
for
thank you for giving us our
anyone
open. There you go.
Born in the 70s.
I'm Sean Blodgett of Creative Motion Entertainment.
Paul Preston of the Movie Guys.
And Justin Bowler of the world.
Welcome to the Countdown Movie Show, everybody, as we count down to Spider-Man Brand New Day. And as of this taping, you've heard the rumor.
Yes.
Trailer tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow.
very excited about that.
Yeah,
I
time
just
you
found that
watch it.
out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But, Paul, what day is it today?
Why, it's St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day. I love St. Patrick's Day.
You're Irish.
That was my best bagpipes.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. You're Irish.
am
now
Irish.
it all clicked in. Okay, right, baller. Right, okay, I got it. Okay, now it's all clicking in. Okay, very good, very good.
Why does he like St. Patrick's Day
I'm like,
so much?
why is he? I mean, just to be clear, if you're watching this, all four of you out there, so they're dressed for St. Patrick's Day. I didn't dress for St. Patrick's Day, so I'm wearing money. There you go. That's my green.
Yeah.
There you go.
In Ireland, they call him Justin Hat.
That's right.
Is that why you were forced to leave the country?
What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be a?
It was a bagpipe.
Oh, I mean, it sounds just like it.
Have you ever played the bagpipes?
No.
They're
no.
extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
prime the bag, first of all.
Yeah.
And I didn't have enough wind to do that, let alone then get into the part where you play notes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
I'm
today we're
excited.
talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 3
Specifically.
with Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
But before we do that, yes,
Oh,
you're
boy.
right. You jumped into the news. We have news on Spider-Man Brand New Day. Trailer is dropping tomorrow. Of course, the show will be out much later than so it's not going to be news by the time you hear it. But yes, the trailer is dropping tomorrow. I'm excited about seeing the trailer, but I think I'm heeding your advice, which is I'm trying to back off from watching too much stuff. So I'm going to watch that trailer, but I'm not going to watch too much more because you usually don't watch a lot.
Well, we
right?
may get a teaser tomorrow, and you probably want to leave it there.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I feel like sometimes I watch too much and then I'm like overanalyzing, and then by the time I get to it, I'm like, oh, I thought that was going to be better than what it ended up being, or
Well,
whatever.
we're smart moviegoers, so if we watch a movie and then there's a whole bunch of action sequences and this plane blows up, when the characters get on the plane in the movie, you're going, okay, well, when is this going to blow up?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't. That's not good.
No.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like that. No, that's not.
So
good.
take in the teaser, and then that's it. I mean, you're gonna go. You
right,
know,
you're gonna-
like,
yeah.
I take this back to when I first thought about this was early 2000s. Bruce Almighty comes out. Jim Carrey is playing God. I'm in. I don't even need a trailer.
Yeah.
So most of the time I don't. You know?
Yeah, you're yes-anding it. Also, there is a comic book tie-in that Marvel Comics is launching a new series titled Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day on May 13th.
Definitely do not read that.
So, yeah.
No?
Well, remember when like Phantom Menace came out? Well, I remember specifically going way back to Platoon.
Yes.
The soundtrack for Platoon came out, and there's a track called Barnes Shoots Elias. And I was like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
Yeah.
got pissed at Weird Al for spoiling the Phantom Menace before it came out, because in his song, he gives you the whole plot.
Yeah, yeah.
And so,
That's
so you
right.
gotta
I totally
kinda steer-
forgot about his
You know
song.
what? You know what though? They also
my
and
gosh.
back then that was before they knew that we were savvy with the internet. Like they seriously did, because the internet was there. You could find stuff. But it's like they had released the novelization of Phantom Menace before the movie came out.
But you know they
So I was
released
like, what?
They
Are you
released the
kidding me?
novelization of The Empire Strikes Back before that movie came out, and there were some people that knew that Darth Vader was Luke's father going into seeing
They
that
learned
movie.
nothing.
Which is,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that's
Over
kind of
19 years.
Yeah, I think that's kind of sad. I think that's all the brand new day news. Other than it has officially been confirmed. Obviously, there's some images of Zendaya. What was that?
I have the microphone. I'm trying something new, so it's closer to my face. So, I can see everything. So I'm looking over the top of it, and I'm getting used to my hand movements in this small area. I have to watch it. I just bumped the mic. It was probably funny there. It wasn't
I'm
funny
sure
over
As
here.
an Irishman, you're a grand gesturer, I'm guessing. And so you may hear that throughout the show.
Anyway, yes, some images of Zendaya in the film have been released, I guess, or people are seeing that. So that's all confirmed, whatever.
Okay.
Also, there was a big rumor online that Tom Holland and Zendaya had tied the knot. They have not officially tied the knot.
Really?
But there were some leaked photos that had happened, and apparently they were all AI generated, and so they had a big laugh about it. So,
Here's my question. You're saying Tom Holland and Zendaya
yeah,
in real life tied the knot?
have not tied the. They have not
there
tied
were
the knot.
rumors that the two of them. I thought you meant
They have
Peter
not,
and MJ.
No. Tom Holland and Zendaya are engaged.
Okay.
But there was rumors that they had actually tied the knot, and then these photos got leaked, and they look. I mean, if you see them, they look really legit. And in fact, they actually got a bunch of grief from like friends and family. They were like, "You guys got married and didn't tell." Like they're like,
That's
"No,
funny.
these are fake." So anyway, but
Didn't the
yeah,
word
they
come
have
down
not.
from like a hairdresser or something? Or,
That
or
was part
publicist?
of that was where part of the rumor started, but then somebody generated some pictures and that really added to it.
Here's
so.
my question. Can you name a celebrity couple that met early on in their career, got married, and everything worked out just fine?
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
I mean, but how early was
Yeah,
that?
shut up, Justin.
How early was that?
They were pretty young.
Were they?
Yeah, I think
Together
so.
on Swing Shift?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the early 80s?
All right.
Yeah,
Can you
so-
give me any more?
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Right.
Joanne Woodward and Paul Newman.
That was
But my
Yeah.
favorite is actually Anthony Edwards and Mare Winningham. They met on Miracle Mile, 1992 or something like
Right.
that. Her from St. Elmo's Fire, and he's Goose. They got married like during the lockdown, so like, decades later.
Oh, really?
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
which I
Because
think is
it's
really
like
cool.
I look at people. It's just like, all right, Susan Sarandon, Chris Sarandon. That didn't work out too well. It's like
But Susan and Sarandon and Tim Robbins have been together for a really long time.
yes, but
Yeah.
also after she got divorced, and this is his second marriage too, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they've been together since Bull Durham, right?
I was today years old when I realized Chris Sarandon and Susan Sarandon were married.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, one other thing before we get into the movie that I want to talk about, because we've just experienced it, which is of course the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
What did you guys watch the show?
This is
No.
a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
But, yeah, of course I did.
Of course Paul did. But you didn't watch it.
I was on a cruise.
Oh yeah, you were
and
on a cruise,
yes,
and so
it
you
was-
did. You
it
did
was
not get a
just
chance to
last
watch
Sunday,
it.
So yeah,
okay,
I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. All right. So
I
but
read
you-
about highlights. But yeah.
What did you think of the show, Paul?
Well, first of all, we have two generational films vying for all the awards, and they won 10 of them between the two, with One Battle After Another and Sinners. These are masterpieces, and it was great to see, so much love for these two movies, which totally deserved all the love they got. And you don't often have that. Sometimes
Yeah.
you have, well, this will be the best of the bunch, but these two movies were pretty full of great directorial choices, both of the moment, kind of, with a lot to say about the current state of the world, and then tons of metaphor and great performances, and just, it had everything. So that was great to watch. And then to me, I thought that Jessie Buckley was the only lock of the night. When she won, that was great. She's fantastic in Hamnet.
I absolutely loved Hamnet. I did see, and I absolutely loved her performance, and I was so excited that she won. I've been I've been championing her to people, and people are like, who's that? I'm like, you have to see this movie. It's like I saw that movie, and I walked out, and I was like, this is a 10 out of 10 movie. Like this is a great motion picture. And have you heard any of the stories about what's her name? the
Chloe
director.
Zhao?
Yeah, thank you. Have you heard any stories about Chloe Zhao, about how she directed that film and like what the set was like and what they did? Have you heard any of that stuff? I read some article about how she set up that set, and they had like everybody on board. That it was like really a creative, like supportive process, because there was so much emotional stuff going on, especially with Jessie Buckley, and I mean, oh my God, they really nailed all of that in terms of like, you know, if you've ever done like emotional stuff on a set, like sometimes, you know, people are great in there and whatever, and sometimes like the sound guy's like, hey Joey, you got the blah, you know, whatever. You know, and it's like, and they really, like, everybody was super supportive. Everybody was on board for what this journey was going to be, and everybody was there and aware, and it just sounds like it was amazing from an acting point of view and a filmmaking point of view. I love that.
There was so much emotion.
Yeah.
There was almost too much, and so by the end of that movie, I needed the salve that it is. You know, I mean, the ending made the whole movie for me. I thought it was outstanding.
My cousin in Pittsburgh wrote a Facebook post about the movie, and she said she went and saw it a second time. She thought she wasn't going to cry as much, and she cried even more. Which I thought was really a testament to Jessie Buckley's just fantastic performance. What I was also struck by was I was really excited by the fact that I felt like it was the most diverse honoring Oscars. Like we really had a diverse group of people winning, and it was sincere, it was heartfelt. It didn't feel like it was just, you know what I mean? Like, because I just to say real quick, I get very frustrated with Hollywood sometimes. They there's a lot of articles and people talking and agendas about trying to, you know, be more diverse in casting and things like that. And then what ends up happening is a lot of times you generally still see the white guy is the lead of the film, and then somebody is like the best friend is African American, and then there's maybe, you know, someone else who's like the Asian best friend or something, you know, and these roles just keep getting relegated this way. And it was nice to not just have those roles be relegated in that sort of standardized way where they're trying, but they're not really succeeding at really creating true diversity. Because to me, true diversity is really embracing other stories that aren't just about like the white dude.
Yeah.
And as a white
Sinners.
dude, I appreciate that, because I do really realize how lucky we've been for so long, and really in a wrong way, right? Like, I mean, even when I go back and I look at you know, wonderful opportunities and things that I got to do as an actor when I was younger, I'm grateful for those things. But a lot of times I look back on who was in the room for casting, and I'm like, this is a doctor role. There should definitely be every ethnicity here.
Yeah.
And it's a room full of guys that look like me. And I don't understand why that is. And that's no slight to casting. That was what was happening then, you know, but I'm glad to see that things are changing.
Anything that won that you think shouldn't have?
I was not a big Frankenstein fan.
You weren't?
I'm right there with
Flippin'
you.
Loved that movie. Start to finish, I thought that was fantastic.
There's a
But
few
I mean,
awards
you know.
they got that I would have given to Sinners, but
Really?
that was good.
I felt like Sinners should have got. I didn't. I mean, I can't say because I didn't actually see it, but I just got a sense of how much people loved that director. Like, people love this man. And I was, and every image that I've seen from Sinners, I go, oh my God, this looks amazing. I do need to see that movie.
Well, the filmmaker, you know, the cinematographer was the first female.
Oh yeah,
to win
which is super exciting. Yeah,
ever,
that's
97
awesome.
years.
Yep.
So that was cool. And there was a moment where Ryan Coogler ran to the back of the stage to grab her son and carry him on his shoulders up to the front of the stage so he could see.
Oh yeah. No, I
his
saw
mom
that.
win
Yeah,
the
yeah.
award.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
cool.
that.
It's a big family going on there with that movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I love
I
that.
think he should have won director, but that's just my opinion. Not educated opinion, because I didn't see.
I probably would have
those
gone that
ones,
route
so,
too, but
yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson finally got back in my good graces after making a bunch of movies I didn't care about.
Yeah.
Didn't care about Inherent Vice, Phantom Thread, Licorice Pizza, The Master. These didn't really
Speak to you.
get to me, no.
Yeah.
But one battle after another, and I think the key is DiCaprio. I mean, he is so good.
Yes.
He elevates every project he's in.
He
and
does.
when he has to get to his daughter, I'm on board with that trip, and so that's what carried me through the whole movie. It's the same type of thing he did in Inception, where he had to get to his wife. It didn't matter what, all these dreams, he had to fight through them and find her, and he's good at that. So in this role, he was excellent, and I went on that journey, and it was the most visceral Paul Thomas Anderson movie I've had in a while. Also bizarre and funny and exciting.
I loved it. And if there's one thing, I'm not saying Michael B. Jordan isn't great. Michael B. Jordan is phenomenal. I think he is the actor of his generation. I genuinely do. He is so
He's a star.
talented.
He is a star.
100%.
Yes.
He is Denzel. He's
Yes.
the next Denzel Washington.
100%.
And more so.
And
Like
more-
he
yeah.
is just so good.
Yeah.
I feel like DiCaprio should have gotten it.
Yeah,
You know,
probably would have picked him, but I ain't mad about it. There's so many good
I
performances.
love that. I love that Michael B. Jordan went and got In and Out.
Yeah.
after
With
his
his Oscar.
award. I mean,
But
come on,
who
it's
was it?
amazing.
Giamatti before him.
Giamatti did
Yeah.
it before him. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It now tells me, you know what? I need to go hang out at that In and Out on Oscar night and just sit there all night to see who's coming in.
The Onion, of course, brilliant. Had a great article that said best live action short film winner surprises everyone to work his shift at In and Out with his Oscar.
With his Oscar. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, I just wanted to at least touch on it. I will say, I know people are talking about it, but I was really disappointed that they took the mic away from.
All night.
Yeah, but in particular, when the Demon Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon
yeah,
Hunter
K-pop
people?
Demon Hunter.
It's the rudest thing in the world.
I mean, literally, the guy is like about to start talking, and they play the music, and the mic goes away, and it was just, and everyone in the room was feeling it. I mean, and the other thing I'll say is this: I don't understand why they continue to write long bits that aren't that funny,
That aren't
that
that
are
funny.
clearly unrehearsed.
Yeah.
And they let all of those play out. But they take the microphone away from someone who won an award.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand that at all.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
I've always agreed with that. Furthermore, some of the presenters, it's just like, even if you rehearse this, I don't know how good you would be. Yeah. Not everyone can do live camera comedy.
And teleprompter.
Right. And teleprompter,
Yep.
for crying out loud, which is why you see so many people just bail on the joke. You've literally seen people say, I'm not, just keep going. I'm not, no, keep going, get to it. And it's just like, why are you presenting? Why?
That's what makes the Independent Spirit Awards great. They let them talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the only disappointing thing for me. I thought Conan was great. I like Conan. I didn't like the very ending. They did like some sort of bit
that was
with it,
great.
You know, but I
come
didn't
on.
see the movie,
Haven't
so
watched
that's
it.
why I
Okay,
didn't.
it's straight out of one battle
So
after
I know
another.
that, and so my friend told me that today, and I went, oh,
Which makes you wonder
okay.
if they shot a bit for every of the 10 movies.
I'm sure they
Should-
did.
and then I want to see those.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, they should post
Yeah,
those.
they should
I
post
bet.
those.
Yeah. Well, speaking of movies, we should get to Spider-Man 3.
We
Let's
should.
start with the synopsis.
Okay.
I don't have one. Does anybody have one?
Now that we can guarantee we won't talk about Academy Awards again the rest of this episode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Spider-Man 3.
Yes. I can bring it up.
Great.
Can I get some hold music, please? Good. All right. Spider-Man 3, 2007. A strange black entity from another world bonds with Peter Parker and causes inner turmoil as he
Symbiote.
contends with new villains, temptations, and revenge. Yeah. That's from Box Office Mojo. I guess that's kind of short and to the point.
I
Tells
think
you-
that's too short, and it leaves out. It's like all these characters and all these character arcs, and it's just.
Would you like a longer synopsis, Sean?
Yeah, give us a little bit longer.
Okay.
One. Yeah.
Now, this one, that was from Box Office Mojo. This is from IMDb. A strange black entity from another world bonds with Peter Parker and causes inner turmoil as he contends with new villains, temptations, and revenge.
Wow. So they really doubled down on the alien.
Yeah, they
but
sure did,
but they
didn't they?
basically left out the storylines that are the majority of the film. Interesting. All right, so let's get into this because I think now the stuff that I brought up, I want to verify that you found this in your research as well. Is the production cost you found actually listed at $258 million?
Yes.
So this is
The budget was $258 million.
this was widely reported as the most expensive
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
ever made.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And opening weekend, $151 million domestically, $887 million was the worldwide total. I mean, that's just crazy.
Highest grossing, I believe, until
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Highest grossing domestic PG-13 of all time. Top lifetime domestic gross was number 84. I'm sorry, 49 was the highest grossing domestic PG-13 of all time.
One thing that was interesting tied to the budget was why so expensive? The Sandman visual effects alone required the creation of an entirely new software to simulate 4.7 million sand particles in a single shot.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to try and put these in order? I'm going to give you the Spider-Man movies. You have to put them in order. We got 1 through 8 from Spider-Man.
Box office?
Yes.
Okay.
Worldwide gross, okay?
Oh, worldwide gross.
Worldwide gross. You've got 1 through 8.
Are you going to give us the gross and then we're going to guess the movie, or how are we doing this?
How would you like to do it?
Why don't you give us the gross, we'll guess the movie.
Okay. The lowest one, 709 million is
Still
worldwide gross.
That's number 8.
That's number 8.
I'm going to say that's The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
That is 100% correct. Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding. Yes, that's right. Tell him what he wins, Bob. Well, Paul, you could be walking away with some Guinness if you drank, but you don't. On to the next question. Back to you, Justin. Thank you, Bob. All right.
You know what? We're just going to... Paul and I are going to bounce. Justin's going to do the show by himself.
All right. Let's go. 880 million worldwide gross. Do you want to know what number that was?
Oh,
like
that's
somewhere
this one, Spider-Man
right.
3.
Oh, wait, you're not doing...
Do you want me to go
You're
in
not
order?
doing 7? Okay, so 880? What number
880.
is that?
Number 4.
That's number 4. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it's Spider-Man 3.
No.
No?
That's not my guess. I mean...
That's what I thought it was.
something.
I thought I read that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't check your notes for this.
880?
880.
I'm going to say that's Spider-Man the first.
Oh, as in the first Tobey Maguire?
Correct.
You are incorrect. It was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a
What?
freebie.
Only... What?
880 million was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Wow.
890 million, Sean, was what?
This one.
This one.
This one.
That's right. Spider-Man
Yeah.
3.
I knew it was in there. I knew it was in
Spider-Man
there.
3 was number 3. Spider-Man
Yeah.
Homecoming was number 4. All right, let's go back down. 757 million, number 7.
I'm going to say Far From Home.
I'm going to say the first Amazing Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man. That is correct.
Those
That's right.
both sit at the bottom.
They
yeah.
exactly. They truly do. All right, let's go up to number 2. 1.13 billion. It's number 2.
Oh, the last one. No Way Home or whatever. Or no, what? Out of Home.
God, they're
home,
the worst
home
titles.
run.
Thank God we don't have home in the title of this one.
Spider-Man Home Depot. Coming soon.
Wait, what was the last one?
Battles the box monsters.
Okay, so this is number 3.
What was the
Number 3 was
what's
Spider-Man 3.
What's
Okay,
the one
so
with
number 2
Doctor
Number 2.
Strange?
is that's far. That's
No Way
that's
Home.
No Way Home.
No
but
Way
that's
Home.
number 1, I think. So I'm going to say number 2 is the original Spider-Man.
That is incorrect.
No, it's not, because when 3 came out, it was the highest grossing of all time. So it's got to be Far From Home.
It is Far From
Okay.
Home. Far From Home. That is correct. Spider-Man 2.
Wait, what was the number?
1.13 billion.
Wow.
Yeah. Tom Holland picked up that.
Wow.
Yep. For his second one.
Yeah, that's a mess.
It's kind of funny because we'll review this at the end, because if you were to put these in terms of what I think are the best movies, it in no way
No,
reflects
I
these
totally
numbers.
agree. I don't agree with these.
All right,
these-
so
yeah.
we've done number 8, we've done number 7, we've done number 4, we've done number 3, we've done number 2. Number 6 is 784 million.
number 6.
It's got to be
Number
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
This
I'll
big
go with
guy.
that.
That is correct. It's
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. All right, so we have number 1 and number 5. Number 5 is 810 million.
We are left with but
What are we left with?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yes.
Spider-Man Tobey
Yes.
Maguire is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And then 1.92 billion. Almost $2 billion.
That movie is so good.
It is. It is really
Way
good.
Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home is, what is it? 1.92 billion?
1.92
That's a
billion.
worldwide.
Yes, all these are worldwide.
Okay.
It's
1.92 billion.
Them's approaching Cameron numbers.
Right?
Yeah.
What's interesting to me, okay, you look at No Way Home, right? And, okay, I think that does deserve to be number 1. But Spider-Man 2, I think, is better than Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man 3. And it is number 6.
It's arguably better than Far From Home, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's number 6.
I don't hate
Isn't that crazy?
Far From Home. I like Far From Home. I just don't think the actual story I completely buy. Anyway, I like the film. But
I would like to know.
Wow.
Let's find out.
I mean,
what are the Rotten Tomato scores for the 8 Spider-Man movies that have taken place since 2002? All right, here we go. Here they are, the ranked best to worst by Rotten Tomatoes. Spider-Man 2, 93%. Spider-Man No Way Home, 93%. Spider-Man Homecoming, 92%. Spider-Man Far From Home, 90%. Spider-Man 91. Spider-Man 90. The Amazing Spider-Man 72. Spider-Man 3 63.
Oh
the
boy.
Amazing Spider-Man.
By the way, did you hear that jump? It was like 92, 90, and 70.
5 of them are between 90 and 93%. And then you go to number 6, 72.
Wow.
The Amazing Spider-Man 72%. Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire 63%, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 52%.
Wow. I don't think it deserves that number. I think it's a way better film than that. That's not a fair number.
I told Sean on the drive up, I was like, I'm looking forward to those movies because I've never really given them a chance.
And now you see this, you're like, I don't know
number
about that.
6 and number 8. Here's the good news. The Amazing Spider-Man, is almost 10% better than Spider-Man 3.
Wow, that's rough. Let's get into some of the moments of this film. Did you? I don't want to interrupt you if you have more, Justin.
Well, no, that was it. I had some fun stuff about pre-production.
Yeah, go for it.
Alicia Cuthbert, Scarlett Johansson, Rachel McAdams, and Amanda Seyfried were all considered for the role of Gwen Stacy.
I mean,
before Bryce.
Give me those names again.
Alicia Cuthbert. What do you think? I think that would. I don't think that would have been.
Wait,
a step
who is
up.
she? What is it?
She was in 24.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jack Bauer's daughter.
She's good. Scarlett Johansson,
of course.
These women are kind of tough. They don't play damsel too well. Who else?
Rachel McAdams. I think Rachel McAdams would have been great in this. Yeah. She's charming.
Rachel McAdams would have been fine.
I think she is.
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, she's perfect for it, but a little too maybe damsel in distress with her.
Maybe.
Because I did feel that Bryce Dallas Howard's portrayal still had confidence. She wasn't a wallflower, although she was the damsel in distress. But she still had a lot of confidence, which I like.
I think Rachel McAdams actually would have been quite good. Now that I think about it, she's very charming. Like that is her go-to is charm. She doesn't have any, super heroic moments that she has to have in this. No, I think she'd have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her, so, yeah.
Vulture was almost our lead bad guy. Before the studio pushed for Venom, Sam Raimi's original choice for the third villain was Vulture, with Oscar winner Ben Kingsley in talks for the role.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that, and I heard Malkovich, too.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That would have been so good.
Yeah.
And apparently Sam Raimi did not like the Venom storyline.
Nope, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No,
which I think is really interesting because every synopsis basically doubled down on the Venom thing, and really, if you go back and you watch the film, we really don't get the Venom moment. And it's like, I mean, we're clearly deep into Act 2 by the time Venom even shows up. So I mean, it's a strange thing that they were pushing for that, and the biggest. I mean, we're going to say it again and again on this film. There's just too many storylines happening, too much stuff that is going on. One thing I didn't find, and maybe you guys found it in your research, I don't know, but what was there a push from Kirsten Dunst to have even more of a storyline in this? Was that part of something? After
doing it in 2, I'm sure she continued to push it. I don't know anything specifically from her. No,
I guess that was there, but I just felt like that storyline with her although I like that they gave her a challenge and a something to sort of overcome as her character, again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, you're not going there to see Mary Jane. You're going there to see Spider-Man. Yes, she's one of the lead characters in the movie, but it's a supportive character for, and I like giving her life and giving her important and stuff like that, but there was so much that just felt so focused on it where I was just like, why are we here? What do we, like, this is just, I don't know. Anyway.
Would you like to hear about the canceled Spider-Man 4? Script?
Yeah.
There was originally going to be a fourth. Okay, first off, they felt after throwing in Venom, they're like, there are too many characters. We need to break this up into 2 movies, right? So there was like, okay, there's going to be a Spider-Man 4. So Sam Raimi was deep into pre-production for a 2011 release before creative differences and script frustrations led to the project being scrapped. Spider-Man 4, the Vulture's dirty role, John Malkovich, was officially cast as Adrian Toomes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They got that far.
Oh my Anne
gosh.
Hathaway as Black Cat. Long before she was Catwoman, Hathaway was cast as Felicia Hardy, and there were rumors she would be a new character called Vulturess, but Raimi later confirmed she was indeed playing Black Cat. The opening montage was going to be a greatest hits montage of B-list villains being busted by Spidey, including Mysterio, played by Bruce Campbell in a cameo, the Shocker, and Stiltman. We were then going to see the Lizard's origin. Dylan Baker was finally going to fulfill his destiny. Dr. Connors transform into the Lizard. And the storyboards revealed, they actually had storyboards for this, mind you. The storyboards revealed a final battle on a skyscraper where Peter would have stabbed Vulture with one of the villain's own feathers, potentially breaking his no-kill rule. But Raimi hated the script drafts, and he didn't feel like he could meet a May 2011 release date and still make a great movie. So he said, I don't want to make a movie that's less than great, so I think you should probably go ahead with your reboot. And that's what ended up happening.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
That's right. Never getting a land war in Asia.
But only slightly less well known is this. Don't get too many characters in your superhero movie. Now, of course, Marvel came along and put like 20 in Infinity War and Endgame, and it was outstanding.
Right, but it was also earned.
They're better at it.
Do you think that Kevin Feige learned a lesson on Spider-Man 3 because he is a producer on it?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he didn't learn a lesson from just watching Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Clearly.
Where they just kept piling on characters.
And
they kept chewing up screen time for everybody else. So.
I mean, that's one of the big, obviously the big issue is not just that there's so many characters, but there's so much stuff that has to be set up for every single thing. And I found myself having this weird experience watching this movie where about halfway through, like the first half of watching this movie, and honestly, right out of the gate, I even turned to my wife at one point. I was like, man, I did not like this.
I tried to keep such an open mind while watching this.
But listen,
I have positive notes.
I do too. But this is the weird thing. That was the beginning for me. But then about halfway through, I started to turn, and I was like, wait, okay, I'm kind of liking this. Oh, this is kind of interesting. There were things that were happening that I really liked. And I was like, okay. So anyway, it was just strange to start out with such like, oh my God, I can't take this.
Yeah?
I literally was 20 minutes in going, I don't know if I can even watch this. And then halfway through I went, well, maybe this is okay. I have this experience with movies. I don't know what.
Right off the bat, I had a very positive note of like, I looked it up. That was actually Kirsten singing. Right off the bat, I was like, holy crap, is she really? And I looked it up right then and there. Yes. And there were also little things that I did not notice. We see Harry bright and early. The first time we see Harry, he's coming out of the chamber. Did you notice what color the smoke was? It was green.
Yeah.
He took the serum.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
I never knew he had taken the serum.
You didn't know that.
I thought he was just like, okay, I'm avenging my father's death. But no, it was after 2, it happens, and then 3, he takes the serum and then goes on this whole journey with the serum inside of him.
I want to say that his journey in this film is one of my favorite things in this film.
I will agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree. Yeah. I also wrote down, once again, I'm going back to a note I said last time, Sam Raimi, for no particular reason, the Sandman transformation has this completely unnecessary hot scientist who's like, oh no, what is happening? it's just like, what? Why do you do this, Sam? You're above this. Why do you do this? Yeah. No, but I did have some good notes right off the front.
I want to say the visual effects for the alien creature and all of that stuff, they developed all that, and it really looks so good. I think they did such a great job
with Sandman.
I'm talking about they did a good job with Sandman too. I mean, I know that was really tough, and they developed a lot of stuff, but I'm talking about the Venom stuff.
Oh yeah,
like but early on, there's like all that creature stuff where it's like kind of crawling and doing all this. Like, I just thought they did such a great job with that. It really was kind of spooky and cool, and like I thought they did a fantastic job. And the bell tower moment is wonderful, with the exception of the fact that I like Topher Grace as an actor. Isn't his name Topher Grace? Yeah. I like Topher Grace as an actor, but I did not like that character. I did not like that storyline. There was nothing about that for me that I enjoyed. I thought it was strange. It was, I don't know. It was really, really weird. And then that whole thing of like, he goes into a church to pray for Peter Parker's death. And then he happens to hear somebody screaming and goes, well, gosh, who's that screaming in the church? And then he looks up and he goes, Parker?
Yeah.
I mean, all of that is just too coincidental, too, like, I didn't love that at all.
Did you see the reason for Topher Grace's casting?
No, I didn't.
They picked him, and they intentionally chose him because they thought that he was closest looking to Tobey Maguire. They wanted someone who was the same as Tobey Maguire, but what if he wasn't raised by Aunt May? And that's what he's supposed to be.
I mean, yeah. Why?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know why that choice. I don't get that choice at all.
I don't get Venom at all. I don't get him in the new movies. I didn't get him in this. Venom's not my thing. It's like the Minions. Like, I'm not down with any of it.
You don't like the Minions? Who doesn't like the Minions?
What are they doing? Why are they doing what
Paul,
they're
I know we're in your studio right now, but get out.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I can see why Sam Raimi would have been unhappy going with Venom. Because what did they do with Venom? They just made Venom this bad creature, right? This evil thing. Whereas that's not just the character, He doesn't always. He's just out for himself. It's not that he does bad things all the time and evil things. He's just out for himself at any given moment. So if it behooves him to kill a bad guy, he kills a bad guy. If it behooves him to kill a good guy, he'll kill a good guy. But one of the charms of Venom is that Venom has thoughts, which in the comic books you get, and they took all of that away.
Oh, that's very interesting.
That is the sole reason, in my opinion, why the actual Venom movies work.
Right.
Is because of that. It's like, they still found the charm of this character.
Yeah. That's very interesting. That's a good argument. Yeah. I will say the one thing I did like at the ending when he's fighting Venom and he has that moment where he realizes, sound is how we get this thing off of him and whatever. I did like that moment and that realization because Peter Parker is supposed to be smart.
Yeah.
And I like that they really had a moment where he's like literally figuring this out, and he's like, wait.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I got an idea.
And
and he basically makes a prison
prison of vibration, and then just goes around.
I thought that was really great. I thought that whole fight sequence at the end, all of that stuff was great.
The camera work on that's crazy.
I thought the camera work on all of it. The Green Goblin's fight when he first is following him, I like going through between the buildings and everything. It was like, this is real. It was fantastic, but it was also so Sam Raimi. Yeah. We still had we still had the monster, the monster cam that we get from Evil Dead and that we get from so many of his movies, but in such a brand new and fun and fantastic way.
I loved James Franco, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved James Franco after he falls and hits it and he wakes up in the hospital. Hey, boy, he does such a great job of turning that charm on and being like, hey, like you're like, and I was excited. I loved that part of the storyline. That part of the storyline was really fun. I thought that was great.
He is very good at playing dumb and happy.
Yeah,
like he really
was so good at that.
He's
oh my
really
God.
good at that.
I didn't understand. He didn't need to die, and why did they let him die?
Because everyone in this entire film gets their final moment.
Yeah.
And that's him going out like a champion.
They're all
Now,
crying. Everyone's crying but me.
No, I was crying at the end. Like, please let this end. I was just
I was disappointed that he died. I was like, by the way, I have seen this movie. I did not remember any. There was so much I did not remember. I was like, I don't remember this
weird
at
how
all.
allegiances change and then motivations change. It's like, okay, I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'm going to save you. Or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And it just got tiring after a while.
Yeah.
Let's have one villain who wants to kill everybody and Spider-Man stops him in the end.
I had one giant question. Gwen is a model? Like, where did this come from? Oh, okay, she's a model now. And also, I did love the fact that it was just because of the time. All cameras. No phones, just cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah. That part's really nice.
Yeah. This was my very next note. Sandman forms into the back of a truck, and crazy hot girls scream. Once again, that's Sam Raimi. Who screams? Oh, just the crazy hot girls that happen to be walking by on the street next to a bed of sand. Okay, Sam.
I mean, that was also that time, right? It's like, just,
was it?
Yeah, I feel like
Wasn't 87.
I feel like
it wasn't
90s
87.
and early 2000s was still a bleed over
late
of like.
I disagree. I think it was just older filmmakers who were remnants of the 80s that were still doing
that's
it
fair.
at that point.
That's
Because I
fair.
remember in the
That's
theater
fair.
going, Jesus, aren't we past this? Does everyone in the film have to be beautiful and hot? The guys and the girls? Can't you have somebody unattractive? Paul Giamatti? Oh, thank you for putting him in a film.
Jeez.
No offense, Paul Giamatti.
We'd love to have you on the
I'd like to come on the show.
Yeah, you can carpool with Leto. Both of you come on. It'd be great.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT about all the problem points of his physicality.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bryce Dallas Howard performed her own stunts during the crane accident scene, unaware that she was pregnant while she was doing it. By the end, she knew she was pregnant. When she did the dance and she slid on the chair, that was actually the chair thing. That was actually her being pregnant.
Wow.
She ends up like breaking her wrist or something.
Oh
like that.
shoot.
Yeah, there were a few accidents on there.
The dance sequence, did you read that it was originally a joke?
It was supposed to be cringeworthy, yeah.
No, it was a joke that Tobey Maguire said to Sam Raimi, and then he decided to put it in the movie.
Which dance part? The dance part in the restaurant, or the dance part walking down the street?
No, I don't know. I'd have to clarify that.
Because
I
I do know that originally in the walking down the street, Sam Raimi was saying this has to be as gross as possible. We should be laughing out loud at how lame this guy is now. At his meanness.
Success.
Yeah, it just says the Bully Maguire dance scene, which is what it refers to. I don't know, but I just thought that. But that the one in the jazz restaurant, is just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are pausing to have this weird dance moment. Why?
Why? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're cashing the chips that we made from Spider-Man 2. That's exactly what we're doing. We said, that was a really great movie. We don't have to make a great one right now, though. We have that one, right? Like 4 could be good. 3 could just be okay.
By the way, I'm glad you brought that up because it kind of leads into this added in retcon storyline of, well, actually, it was this guy who killed Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
this feels so put on and so like why like again why can't it be something else?
It's funny you said, what are you doing? That's like Adam Witt, also a movie guy with me at my website, says that all the time. What are you doing?
Yeah.
RoboCop's fighting ninjas. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, the questions like that happen all the time, and you're like, which studio head ruined this?
You know,
I mean, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
it's funny because it really does reek of someone coming in and saying, "Yeah, I'm throwing those movies away. I'm going to do my own thing." You know, like, but it wasn't. It was the same producers.
Randomness.
It was the same director, still saying, "Oh yeah, this will be a good." Yeah, what?
Well, and the thing that I hate the most about it is it lets Peter Parker off the hook because now he didn't kill the guy. He didn't let the guy go who killed his uncle.
Right.
And it was really his fault for being a dick in the moment. It lets him off the hook.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm like, what? This
Yeah.
is like the thing that makes him who he is,
It's like
right?
Tony Stark finding out, no, none of those weapons were actually real weapons. They were toys.
Right.
And you've been drinking non-alcoholic alcohol your whole life.
Right. Yeah.
What? I'm a toy maker who
Right.
drinks juice?
What?
I'm Santa Claus.
Wait, this is apple juice? I'll take another juice box.
There were many scenes that were shot but never released on DVD, including a montage. I wonder if it's out there now. I'll have to check this out. By the time this goes, we'll see. By the time we put this up, I'll see if I can put this on Facebook. Including a montage of Peter in his black suit taking down criminals but leaving them strung up. And tons of character building moments, a confrontation scene between Captain Stacy and Eddie Brock where Gwen dumps him at her father's house. And Peter freaking out after he looks in a mirror and sees a nightmarish version of the Venom symbiote screaming at him.
Oh, that last one would have been interesting.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Eddie Brock, is that the
Eddie
name?
Brock.
The whole thing with Eddie Brock and him, like the Venom thing comes off and he's like so pissed at Peter, and he's like, you know what you did to me? You humiliated me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay.
Grow a pair.
Right.
What the hell?
It's things like that where you go, okay,
What are you doing?
what are you
yeah,
doing?
you want him to
Who is-
die because he humiliated
Right,
you?
exactly. You know what I want to do for that guy? I want to play him a sad song on bagpipes.
Those are not bagpipes.
I'm over here suffocating a chicken. I don't know what Sean's doing on that side.
You're suffocating a chicken. I'm choking. Well, no, that's
But when I see choices like that, I want to say to the director, who thinks that choice is okay?
right.
Like what audience?
Right.
Because you know who I think would say that is like, I don't know, maybe a tweener? Is that who you're making the movie for? Are you making it for 11-year-olds? Or is there a better choice that you could make that would work for everyone? That wouldn't just work for an 11-year-old. That would work for, at the time, 30-something. Going to see this movie.
I didn't understand that.
But
Isn't the space between your butt and your nads the tweener? It's in between. I've heard that for 40 years.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
Well, I
your
gotta go
taint.
sit on my tweener.
It's that too. Yeah.
A tweener is someone who's between being a teenager and also
Boy,
being
that's a shame.
Paul's been walking up and down the street all the time, and every time he sees an annoying kid, he's like, "Hey, you taint!"
That's not untrue. That was me.
What are you talking about? You're a tweener. You're a taint. So for things like that,
the
I
gooch.
really
Anyway,
do
go
say, I really do. Now we're ragging on Steve Gutenberg. We'd love to have you on the show, though.
It'd be
Gooch.
great. Just took a ride with Leto and Giamatti.
I say to myself, who is your target audience, and why would you make a choice like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think this film suffered from so many things. But the biggest thing is the script, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the biggest challenge. I mean, I was just looking through some of these notes, and it's like, you know, they were rewriting scenes while they're doing stuff. I mean, if you're doing that, then something is really wrong.
Yeah.
You know, something is really
Well, they're
really
trying to make
wrong.
probably Eddie more important. He's not. You kind of take him out of the whole thing, and it's better.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a mess. No one, his motivation is stupid.
Well, I mean, at the end, he basically, you know, tells him the story, and then he goes, "I forgive you,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
what did I do?
Yeah.
But
What are you doing?
I felt that way for this movie, just like I did feel like when I originally saw it. We just had ending after ending after ending after ending. It made me think, okay, did you watch Return of the King and say to yourself, that last hour, now that's the ending to a movie. We got 7 different storylines we wrap up. I'm going to do that too. And like, I don't know.
And they're all going to cry a lot
And
more.
they're all going to cry a lot more.
But to your point, can we just acknowledge the actual ending as a bit of a, huh? Like, they're in...
Which ending are you referring
No,
to?
the actual ending of the film, they're back in the jazz bar.
Yeah.
And they do a dance together.
Yeah.
Because now they've made up.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
What this was our,
Gwen
and on
Stacy
top of it, we
stole
just
her
had
kiss, so she gets to steal Gwen's dance.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't
know.
There's nothing about because they came right before that they were at the funeral, right? They were at Harry's funeral or whatever the day before, like that. Like, why would you not end it there? Like this is kind of in theme for these movies, right? Like somebody dies, and like like that's kind of a little darker, but I get that. I mean,
were Gwen and Mary Jane ever in comics together?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would think she came along after Mary Jane was not in a comic.
I don't recall if they were.
They decided to put them together.
That's a great question. Do we want to put the show on hold?
No.
I don't understand why. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why they brought that character in at all. You could take Gwen Stacy out and you'd have pretty much the same movie.
At one point, this was also very weird to me. Did you notice the stock footage in the middle of this film?
Oh,
of Harry's house.
Yes,
and it's low res, and it's just like this. This is a beautiful movie, and then you get to this, and you're like, "What the hell is that?"
I actually felt like that shot.
Okay?
I actually felt like that shot was in another movie. I was like, "Wait, that is from another movie." They pulled that, which isn't uncommon.
No, it's
but
they used to do all the time.
Yeah, but
cattle running.
Yeah,
oh, look at those cattle, and it's in 17 different films.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that was unnecessary. But I guess they had to show. They're always trying to show how powerful and rich Harry is, which I was like, do you need to show that again? Because I think we get it.
Yeah.
And if you just cut to the interior, we know where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah, we don't think he's in somebody else's house.
Yeah. Like, get him out of there.
I did have a note which was, Sean, William Dafoe voiceover. You've got to hate this moment.
I mean...
You don't like Willem Dafoe voiceover.
You were so much better with your... Yeah, no, your other ones were so much better.
I thought
Go back to Cliff and Fraser.
Yeah, do that. Do Cliff and... Yeah.
Do it as Cliff. Go ahead.
Do Cliff as
Venom.
Venom.
Something there, Peter. A local revolutionary heroes of the Boston area actually called them minute men. And one of them about 4'2".
Is that an actual Cliffism, or did you
paraphrase it?
I loved it.
Oh my God, that's so good.
They also in this one started to it wasn't even double downing, it was triple downing and quadruple downing on J. Jonah Jameson. There were moments that were just unnecessary.
The camera moment.
The camera moment specifically I wrote down. How much for the camera? How much for the camera? Take a picture. I'll give you. How much for the camera? All right, $20 here.
That didn't include film.
Film is extra. Yeah, I mean, I was like, nah.
Yeah, that's
your film is already too long, man. You can cut a number of these.
Yeah.
I recognize they can't all be A jokes, but Jesus.
Man, normally I want more J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. But he was overused.
Yeah.
The theme of the movie basically was forgiveness. Toby forgives Sandman, Harry forgives Peter, Aunt May says Uncle Ben would not have wanted them to spend a second on revenge.
Cry.
I mean, I like that, and I do love her. She's such a great actor.
She is.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, it's a little hit over the head, but yeah.
I feel like there's so many other choices they could have made that would have been better. The Sandman one specifically. Sandman doesn't need to be the guy that kills Uncle Ben. Maybe Sandman accidentally... Here's a crazy thing. Sam Raimi will hate this. What if when the Sandman forms in that bed of sand, it's Aunt May walking by that screams instead of the young hot girls, okay? And maybe Aunt May gets hurt, busts an arm or something, breaks a leg. Maybe she's stuck in a wheelchair. We don't know. Maybe she's going to be paralyzed for life. And that's the forgiveness that Peter has to go through under, once again, the guidance of Aunt May of, I know he hurt me. I know I'm paralyzed for life. But just like the man who killed Uncle Ben would not want us going after revenge. You have to forgive him.
This is a better idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I said, he'd hate it because it removes his...
Because,
his
Peter,
young hot
forgiveness doesn't take the load off of the person you're forgiving. It takes the load off of yourself.
That's right. Could you do that as Cliff?
I do want to hear that. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, you see, there's a thing about forgiveness, Nami.
Oh my God. That was so good. Well, I think there's not a ton to say about this movie other than, what I often say is nobody sets out to make a bad movie.
No.
And, all the technicians and artists, and they did great work on this, but I think, again, it just always starts with the script.
Yeah.
And I don't understand this, well, I do. It's studios wanting to make a bunch of money is really the problem, right? And there's this push.
Yeah.
And it's like, get the script right first, and then hit the production button, right?
Well, I think a lot of the bad ideas also came from Avi Arad,
Yes.
who used to be the man at Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, but like, not the era we talk about.
Did you-
Daredevil,
have you read the
Elektra,
book?
all that stuff.
Did you read the Marvel book
No.
that they released a couple years ago? He is the first third, maybe half of that book, and he would not let go. He would not let go, despite the fact that he was problem guy after problem guy after problem.
And I think a lot of these bad choices in this movie were him.
Yeah.
And then Feige comes along, and it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Of course, Feige was on this film, but he didn't have the power then. So, totally different situation.
Right.
Yes. Now he's He-Man.
Yeah.
He has the power.
Master of the
See what you did
universe.
there.
Sam Raimi was deeply unhappy with how the film turned out. He had hoped and planned the fourth film would have made up for it. So even he knew he was
Yeah.
making bad choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that the arc of these three films works?
Harry's kind of does in a tragic way.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Harry's is good. I honestly think he's the glue of the arc that keeps this
really
this
is,
sort
yeah.
of together. I wish I could say that it was Spider-Man and Peter Parker that storyline that really was the glue that kept it all together in terms of the arc. But I think it falls apart a little bit in this one. But Harry's
is an actual arc.
Really does have a good arc, and so I think his is actually. You're right. I think his is the best.
Well, it reminded me of Wanda Maximoff a little bit. Starts
Yeah.
out
Oh, yeah.
heroic, becomes tragic.
Yeah.
And on top of that, when you think about, okay, what is the arc here for Peter? So he's this guy who gets the powers, becomes a superhero, is excited about it, finds out it's dangerous, wants to lose them, but in the end says, no, I should really embrace these powers, and then becomes an evil, bad version of himself, but then once again...
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
once again, he ends up being a friend at the end, but has to kill his buddy.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't kill his buddy. He lets his buddy die. Which
his
again,
buddy
I don't
die.
understand why that happened. But
Yeah. According to James Franco, they had to go back and do some reshoots just prior to the release because test audiences said that there was not enough action in the film.
What?
It's kind of fascinating.
Wow.
It makes me wonder, okay, which of these scenes was not?
Well, I think the problem is there is a lot of because there's a lot of setup. And there's a lot of like ancillary side storyline stuff, even with the Sandman character, and all of that. Like we see him with his daughter, and all of that stuff. It's taking that screen time, which I think you need to have to establish these characters if you're going to care about them at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's interesting.
There was not only a fourth installment planned, but at one point there was a fifth installment and a sixth installment as well.
Do we have any story of what those were?
No. I don't have anything more.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys ready for a quiz?
Sure. Wait, are we going to do quiz or do you want to do fun facts before quiz?
Let's save the fun facts for the end.
Okay.
Yeah, let's save the fun facts for the end. I think let's do our quiz. All right.
Sean's excited.
I'm
because
excited about
Sean created this quiz.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
he can't get them wrong.
That's right.
Oh my God! If we find out that all of his answers are wrong,
Anyway.
Now I'm just going to tell you that could be because I had to do this and I was, whatever. I fit it in. But all right. This quiz is called My Spidey Sense is Tingling.
Ooh,
all right.
I like
it. Okay. Now, you guys, we normally do this quiz in a very friendly manner and we answer and
this is one of those where if he gets it wrong, I get to punch him in the balls. Excuse me, in the tweener.
Nobody.
You're right.
But that's funny.
See,
all right.
I hear that makes perfect sense.
This is going to be, you're going to be pitted against each other, and you have to buzz in. Now, in order to buzz in, I want to hear you do your best Spider-Man web sound, and you got to do the thing, right, with your hand. Okay, so it's got to be like, instead of saying your name, you're like, right, or whatever it is. Right, okay, all right. So it's just to practice.
That's my buzz in.
All right, let me hear you, Justin. Let me hear your buzz in. Oh, okay, good. I like that. Okay, Paul, what's yours? Ooh, his is pretty powerful.
Here's the thing.
I feel like I have something in my eye.
Yeah, you
That
gotta
was
get
so
That
good.
sounded good. It probably sounded better than mine. But if we replay the tape, you will actually hear me say "fwip." Fwip is what is used in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Fwip.
That's very authentic.
Snick.
Shazam! Oh, did you hear that he says Shazam in this film again? By the way,
No.
he does. He
What?
says Shazam one more time. I was like, really? Anyway, all right. Okay, here we go. This first part's multiple choice. Okay, here we go. All right. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
When did the first Spider-Man comic come out? Was it A, 1965, B, 1962, C, 1960, or D, 1959? Okay, Paul?
1962.
That is correct.
Hey!
Paul is on the board.
Holy
okay,
shit.
all right. Can you keep score over there?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe I should keep score just to make sure. All right, let me just.
He knows
put it-
me
all right.
well.
I'm just gonna do Paul. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. All right, question number 2. What was the name of the first Spider-Man comic book? Was it A, Amazing Man, B, Dark Fantasy, C, Amazing Fantasy, D, Fantastica?
Snick.
Paul?
What was the third one? Amazing Fantasy.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Paul with
Hey.
2.
Holy crap.
I can picture that cover.
You want to know something funny? I keep forgetting that I have to go Fwip first.
Justin's like,
Was it Zip? Was it Zappy? Was it Zoolander?
okay. Number 3. Spider-Man appears how many times in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
How many movies?
How many movies? Yeah, how many movies? A, once. B, 3 times. 3 movies. C, 2 times. Or D, 6.
6.
That's correct. Justin's on the board.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Hang on. Homecoming. Far
No,
From Home.
first Civil War.
Wait, I'm not going in order.
Okay.
Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Infinity War.
and Endgame.
Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah, you're
You
right.
thought it was 7?
I thought it was 7. What was I forgetting?
I don't know. There weren't. I don't think. Wait. Into the Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness.
He's not in that.
He's not in the beginning of
he
it?
showed up in. Strange showed up in his movie, but I don't think it was vice versa.
Okay. Then yeah,
Okay.
I'm right. 6.
Yeah, he's right.
All right.
All right, Justin is on
What'd
the
you
board.
chime in with?
6.
No.
Oh, I still went with.
Flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll start using others.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like that
vary
it's
it up.
changing it up.
Yeah,
You change it
yeah.
up. I like that. All right, number 4. Justin's on the board, by the way, though. So Paul's got 2. Justin's got 1. Here we go. Question number 4. Spider-Man originally tried to join what hero group? A, the Avengers, B, the X-Men, C, the Fantastic Four, D, the Four Tops.
In which world?
Kapow!
Comics or movies? Yeah.
Okay, Justin,
Fantastic Four.
that is correct. Justin.
Is that in the comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is funny. This was in the info. While we think of Spidey as the quintessential friendly neighborhood loner, he actually tried to join the Fantastic Four in his very first solo issue, The Amazing Spider-Man #1. He thought they paid a salary and was disappointed to find out they were a nonprofit. He eventually joined them years later in the Future Foundation. I don't know, whatever.
We're a 501c3.
Yeah, sorry. We don't have any. Yeah. All right. So we got a tie game, guys. We got a tie game. So hopefully we won't end up with a tie, but we'll see where this lands. Number 5. Peter Parker is supposed to be portrayed as a genius, but a genius of what? A, mathematics, B, calligraphy, C, sewing, D, quantum mechanics.
Bonk! Quantum mechanics.
Incorrect. Paul, do you have a guess?
Aha. Boink.
Yeah.
Mathematics.
Mathematics is it. All right. Very good. There was a little info on this, too. It's common knowledge that Peter is a science whiz, but his specific expertise in fluid dynamics is what allows him to create his web fluid. The formula is so complex that even other genius characters like Reed Richards have complimented its elegance. In terms of physics, he has to calculate the tension and trajectory of his web's mid-swing.
Okay, yeah, I buy that.
So I thought that was interesting. All right, number 6. Canonically, if I can say that word. Canonically, thank you. Canonically.
No, that was my buzz-in.
Swip.
It's B.
Paul, do you have a guess? Canonically, Peter Parker is a huge fan of what franchise? A, Lord of the Rings. B, Star Trek.
Wait, go back. Who? Tom Holland?
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker is
a huge fan of what franchise? Lord of the Rings, A. B, Star Trek. C, Star Wars. D, Buck Rogers.
Flip.
Cliff Clavin.
All right, you said flip.
I'm going to go with Buck Rogers because it started in the 60s.
That's a great guess, but that is incorrect.
What were my choices?
Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, and Star Wars.
I'm going to say Star Trek.
It is Star Wars. Nobody got that one.
Whoa, really?
Wow.
Remember in that really old movie?
And that's actually illustrated in what?
That's what I just said, in Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War.
But also, anybody? Homecoming. They build the Death Star.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that? Yeah.
Out of Legos.
All right, number 7. Peter's parents supposedly died in a plane crash, but it was later revealed that they actually worked for A, Walmart, B, Dunder Mifflin, C, the Coast Guard, or D, S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ooh.
Honk. S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that was an easy one. After Wolverine dies in the comics,
Yes.
Spider-Man joins the staff of the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning and teaches a class on A, throwing cars at bad guys, B, ethics, C, math, D, dance.
Spork. Math?
Incorrect.
Oh, you'd think of math.
Flibbity gibber.
Okay.
Ethics.
Ethics.
Yeah, ethics. Yeah, that's right.
You leave 2 that it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if one of us gets it wrong, the other should get it right.
Except for
Buck
Rogers and Star Trek.
Rogers and Star Trek. Yeah.
All right. What?
The other choices weren't, Holly Hobby and
Yeah.
Chia Pet.
And the kid across the street who screams too much.
Yeah, the kid across the street with a cat that eats popcorn. Whatever.
What U.S. president is a fan of Spider-Man? Is it A, Barack Obama, B, Bill Clinton?
Bingo. It's Barack Obama.
It is Barack Obama.
Because he's the cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're getting close to the end here, guys. Here we go. True or false? J. Jonah Jameson was struck by lightning twice.
Hello, Kitty. True.
It is true, and in the comics, according to the research, it is the reason his hair is the way it is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what? I can see Stan Lee getting behind that. No, his hair stands straight up because he was struck by lightning.
Did he also use to do it? I was just going to say insurance commercials? Like, what in the world?
Well, that's so funny because I was doing it as if Gilbert Gottfried was playing
Stan
the
Lee,
part of
right.
Stan Lee.
I think we all got that.
All right, and our final question, true or false? In the comics, Spider-Man actually becomes a gigantic monster spider.
True.
That is true.
Yeah.
And I do believe...
Yeah, you probably won it. Sean Blodgett, not the mathematics whiz that Peter Parker
Peter
is.
Parker was.
Justin is the winner! All right!
Son of a bitch.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've decided that I'm going to throw a parade for myself. The month that makes the most amount of sense is March.
Hold it on the streets of Chicago.
Oh my God, help us.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm in a mood for learning some things. How about some fun facts about Spider-Man 3?
In a fight scene where Spider-Man punches through Sandman's chest, congenital amputee boxer Baxter Humby took Tobey Maguire's place in filming the scene. Humby, who was born without his right hand, helped deliver the intended effect of punching through Sandman's chest.
I did read
It
this.
was practical.
Yeah. Flip, true. Sorry, PTSD.
That's funny.
What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait,
Wait, so they had to find someone,
An amputee.
I mean, that is kudos to the casting people.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, just to talk about the Oscars, bringing it full circle, first time for the casting directors to get acknowledged.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that way.
exactly.
And that was really cool. I was
Yeah.
glad that category is in there. It should have always been in there. So, yeah.
I'm gonna raise a question. I use the word congenital amputee boxer.
I went with it.
Doesn't it seem like it should be a congenial, or are we talking about his nuts? And
I don't think if his nuts were
he only
amputated
have
that
one?
would help the scene.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, well, you said it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I wonder
You
if I
said
meant
I'm
to
going to
type
go on the show and say something and I don't know what it means.
I typed it, so I must have been reading it from somewhere.
Congenital, of a disease or physical condition present from birth.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right, so it wasn't about his nads.
Yeah, but if you had problems, if you had like nad warts since birth,
Yeah,
you'd have congenital genital herpes.
that's true. Congenital genital.
I mean, that's just funny.
Right. And if they were of a negative disposition, you would have congenitals herpes.
That's a fun fact about Spider-Man 3.
This was Cliff Robertson's. That's the guy, Oscar winner, Cliff Robertson.
He played
Yeah.
Uncle Ben.
He played Uncle Ben.
Yeah, he was an
This
Oscar
was his
winner. I don't know if you
final
guys knew
film
that.
before his death on September 10th, 2011, at the age of 88.
Oh my God.
Do you know who else this was their final film?
No.
He wasn't. He was a TV news anchor.
Oh my God, Hal Fishman.
Hal Fishman passed away 3 months after Spider-Man 3's release date.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love that they cast him in that. It was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
great.
I love when
anybody who knows KTLA 5 is like, yes, Hal Fishman, let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a shame that Robertson went out on this one. They all do that incorrectly.
Yeah.
Nicholson's last movie is How Do You Know? Hackman's last one was Welcome to Mooseport.
Most-
They don't
Nicholson
know
is
what
still
to do.
alive, right?
Yeah, he's 88, but
Yeah.
yep. He was at the Saturday Night Live 50th. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All the screams Kristen Dunst had in this film were recycled from Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
She didn't want to scream again?
She didn't want to scream anymore. Isn't that funny?
I mean,
That's power right there. I don't want to. I have to sing.
Why
I
not?
don't want to scream. So, can you reuse them? And I'll just open my mouth.
Did we notice? Oh, they did a
Nope,
good job.
not at all.
I guess kudos to the sound department then.
Yeah. Kirsten Dunst is a natural blonde, but they made her a redhead. While Bryce Dallas Howard, a natural redhead,
They made her a blonde.
they made her a blonde. Yeah, that was kind of messed up. Right?
That is totally messed up. You know what that is? That's a fun fact about Spider-Man
3.
According to Bryce Dallas Howard, the actor who plays the photographer during the crane accident scene actually performed magic for her at a birthday party when she was in 2nd grade. Come on!
That's L.A., baby.
That is a
L.A.
fun fact about
Bryce
Spider-Man
Dallas Howard.
3 and
Bryce
Bryce Dallas
Dallas
Howard.
Yeah. Did we ever talk about why Tobey Maguire stopped making movies after this film?
Well, he got a studio head's daughter pregnant, I believe. Isn't that what?
Is that right?
That's what I heard.
I don't know that at all.
That's interesting because I started looking this up and
Now I think they were like dating or whatever.
There. Okay. First off, as I understand it, he is a much nicer person now. But did we talk about Molly's Game?
No.
The movie Molly's Game, based on a true story about underground poker.
Oh,
right?
no.
In the movie, who is it? It's Michael Cera plays this Hollywood actor. It was based on a real person, and he is as despicable as could be. And if you do a deep dive on it, he was playing Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire was a part of the regular underground poker game, and they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there's a line that Michael Cera used that apparently Tobey Maguire actually said. He bluffed a guy and destroyed his life. And when the guy said, "Why'd you do this?" he said, "Just because I wanted to see if I could destroy your life." And it was just like, holy crap. And apparently that was a real thing that was said by Toby at one point. So he wasn't liked.
Okay, so maybe my story was just a rumor. And
he wasn't terribly liked. Although, no, the official answer was he prioritized his personal life and his family life.
Yeah.
And he wanted to focus on producing through his company Material Pictures. And he also wanted to find projects that really interested him. However, several reports suggested he was difficult on set, had intense gambling habits, and that hugely impacted his Hollywood standing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But Molly's Game, kids, go look it up. It's a fantastic film. So good.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
Jesus.
I've never really found her. She's incredibly talented, and she's obviously beautiful. I've personally never found her attractive until that role, and I just went, "You are just charm city." I've never seen her play a role that charming before. It was crazy. So
and
great.
It's Sorkin, and that guy knows everything about everything, including gambling.
Gambling. Yeah.
And whatever he does next, he knows everything about that.
It's a fantastic film. So go out there and check it out.
Crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen? You've not seen it?
No,
Sean?
I've not.
It's a watch.
No.
Go home, check it out tonight.
Right.
Yeah. What else? Stan Lee's cameo in the film. What does he say? Did you catch it?
Oh, it's pretty long. He says.
He finishes it with,
I don't remember.
"Enough said," which was basically his catchfrise in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up throwing that in there at the end. I've got a few more. I don't think any of them are nearly that much fun.
Unfun facts about Spider-Man 3.
That's all I got.
Yeah, it's interesting about this film, like watching the behind the scenes. Even the behind the scenes were kind of like, yeah, so we did all this. And the only thing that they were excited about was creating the particles for the sand. That was the thing that was
which is cool.
Which is really cool.
Very cool.
And of course, Venom. Those two things were really big, but I don't know. It just seemed kind of straightforward. I will say it was fun. I found this one piece online that was like somebody just cut together literally like the raw of these action moments behind the scenes. So it's just like a green screen and like a practical set and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's just like running, and there's no sound effects. It's just like actually like what was shot. And you're just like, and it's like a whole series of them. And to see that stuff raw, like unprettified, you know what I mean? Like you're like, wow, this is crazy what we do. You know what I mean? Like these guys are running and jumping and like leaping into like a pit of foam and I mean just like, okay, there you go. It's pretty cool. I mean it again, nobody sets out to make a bad movie.
No,
and
not at all.
So, I think this movie has some good merit, some good moments, but it's ultimately just doesn't hit the mark.
Thomas Hayden Church was great in Sideways.
Yes,
and I think he said, well, this is my cue, and the timing's right for me to be in some big-time movie. And it's a shame it was this one, because I feel like we didn't see him much after that either.
I agree.
And he was just in Knives Out, the new Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, which is great. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Okay.
He looks... I saw the picture of him in it, and I went,
like
my God, that's Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, he's like a gardener or something at the mansion. So, yeah. But it was like, oh, it's him again. Oh, I loved him.
Do you know about the alternate cuts of this movie?
Oh, I don't.
Either of you?
No.
2017, there was an editor's cut that was released. It featured a few extra scenes that never made it to the original film.
Huh.
Did we need more? Was there?
No.
What was the general thought there? That it was okay? Or?
However, a lot of scenes shown in trailers and promos from 2007 are not a part of the actual editor's cut. A petition was launched to have the movie released with all the deleted scenes, because that's what people online do. Online petitions, they usually go somewhere. Similar to Spider-Man 2.1, one fan created a Spider-Man 3.1, which was the hybrid cut, which included scenes from both versions and some extra shots from the trailers. So it's out there. I've not seen it at all.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
good. I mean, yeah.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was fun to revisit the Tobey Maguire ones, and that story though about him does leave me slightly disturbed. I guess I always thought he was this much nicer guy, but I think that's just his persona on screen, really. But clearly he's gone through life and grown, and everybody has those moments. And,
for him to come back for the final Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I thought, or the most recent Tom Holland. I thought it was really cool to see him step through.
Yeah.
It made me want to look it up and be like, I hope he's a better person now. And apparently, by most accounts, he is.
I mean, I think
he's a much nicer
Feige's. I mean, this isn't something he said, but this is my take. Leave no movie behind.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
embrace them all.
Who showed up in Brave New World? Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
From The Incredible Hulk, widely considered not a great one, but Tim Roth showed up, in TV shows and stuff too. So it's no surprise. I mean, when Garfield walked through the portal, the place I was at, they went nuts.
Yeah.
Like, Garfield? You guys don't like, but we do now. Time heals all wounds, and they'll go back and make okay movies better. That's why they went to Thor: The Dark World in Endgame to get some of the stones, because then they made that movie great.
Yeah,
right.
So this is something that Feige's really good at. So, of course, by the time we see Maguire and Garfield again, we're all excited to have him.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, our next one is The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
So I know Justin, you're excited about seeing this movie.
I don't think I had seen that movie in its entirety. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it all at once. So I'm interested to sit down and genuinely watch it. Nice. Furthermore, up until that quiz we took earlier, I was excited to see Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
I think you should give them both a chance.
I definitely.
I think they have a space, and I won't say too much until we get into them. Paul, are you excited about seeing Amazing Spider-Man again?
He's like skateboarding Spider-Man, so he's a little more young punky type of guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I need to see it again too.
And visually, he's very similar to what we expect in the comics. He's tall, lanky. He's a very different physicality, obviously, than Tobey Maguire.
CGI had come a long way.
Yeah, CGI had come a long way. So that'll be fun to talk about as well.
Yeah.
And what we always said on the movie guys was that his suit was made out of basketball, so it's not quite as thin and meshy as it's thicker and I don't know, almost armory.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, if you want to have more chats with us about all of these wonderful movies, you can find us on all the socials at the Countdown Movie Show. I think that's all of our socials, except there's one that is something else, right?
Yeah, it's on X because X is dumb.
Right, there's that one. If you're having a hard time finding us, you can go to thecountdownmovieshow.com, and that'll take you to our YouTube page, and you can see all of the shows. We've covered a bunch of other movies, including Star Wars movies, Indiana Jones, and a whole bunch of slew of other ones like Ghostbusters and stuff. So there you go, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Spider-Man 3. Now we're on to the Andrew Garfields. I'm excited.
We're slowly counting down, slowly getting there to July. Come on. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, the next show we can talk about the trailer, which will be good.
Yeah, which will be great. Yeah. So until then...